Food is a necessity of human life. Different countries own their unique eating cultural characteristics. How do cultural differences cause cultural conflicts, and how can we improve the situation to achieve the goals of intercultural communication competence? Let's enjoy our film.
Jonathan, Queenie, Shirley, Emily, and Jenica. They are PolyU students and have achieved to Yunnan during the semester break. This is Jonathan, exchange student from France. This is Queenie and Shirley, exchange student from Shanghai. They have a strong traditional Chinese sense. This is Emily and Jenica. They are born in Hong Kong. They love Chinese and Western food. Now, they are in Chinese restaurant in Yunnan.
Try this.
What's that?
It's one of the famous dishes in Yunnan. Taste it first.
Wonderful! The meat is nice and the soup is delicious. I've never tried them before. What is this?
Snake and turtle.
Sounds good!
What? Snakes and turtles? How to make it?
Let me show you. First, put the turtle into a pot with hot water before discharging the urine. Then fish it up from hot water and remove the head. Secondly, use a knife to head the shell and the internal body separately. In this stage, the internal organ will be removed. Thirdly, cut the shell and the body into small pieces and put them aside ready for cooking the turtle soup. At this time, you can prepare other ingredients for the soup.
How about cooking a snake?
Put the snake into a bed and use a hammer to get it daisy first. Use a knife to remove the outer layer of the skin. After removing the head, cut it into pieces for cooking. Snake soup is on the table now.
Interesting.
So disgusting. Snake is an ugly animal. How can Chinese put it on the plate as food? Also, turtle is a pet. A pet! How can you kill it cruelly? Show me the menu. I'll try other food.
Here, I show you the menu.
Hausa food is cooked by the Chinese.
Which one? Show me examples. What's wrong with it?
Mutton, venison, chicken leg, egg, mouse wine, deer blood, pork bone congee, and best, zoo herbal.
Both are our favorite food. Do you know how good they are?
Eating mutton and snake can keep us warmer in winter. Turtle can be made as the Chinese medicine, and drinking turtle soup assists to have a beauty outlook and prolong our life. My parents always tell me the food is good for nourishing and dietary therapy. These are our eating habits and culture.
But these are the internal organs of animals. These are rubbish. Mouse, ass, bass, and snake are awful animals. They contain bacteria. It will cause illness. How can you eat them? How can you prolong your life?
Why not?
Of course it can. You don't know their value. That's why you treat them like rubbish.
In our Chinese medical perspective, one theory is called the shape complementary form. For example, pig brain soup is good for human brain. Drink more before you have any examination.
Yes, cooking is our traditional value and wisdom. We, Chinese, are good at treasuring food. This is our virtue. We have developed this eating culture for a long period of time. So proud of it, right, Shirley?
Absolutely.
That's not reasonable and really not make sense.
Why? I know that Mexicans also eat insects like butterfly and dragonfly. In your French culture, which I overheard is that you eat goose liver and baked French snail. Goose liver is a kind of internal organ too, and snail is also a reptile. Why don't you feel strange and dirty?
No. They are our delicacy. Do you know the reason for calling good liver in French? Foie gras. You never heard about it. Gras means perfect. We have a very special cooking method for foie gras. And snails. We have developed an eating snail culture for thousands of years in France. Greece and Romans often consider them as a delicacy. Too. Not like you guys, the Chinese eat all kinds of things.
Stop arguing! Listen to me. People believe that their own cultural practices are better than those of people with different ways of behaving or thinking. Also, their own cultural are superior. This belief is called ethnocentrism. Like both of you are a good example. You see, both of you are stand on your viewpoint.
Right. In fact, different countries have their unique culture, and this represents people from different countries, which resolve the traditional history. It shows us the reason for why culture differs. For cultural identity, our experience and knowledge is always limited by the perceptual bias of our own culture, the unique experiences that have become part of culture's collective wisdom constitutes its history.
Yes, this is the reason why some of us only stand on our viewpoint and do not accept others. When large group of people doing the same thing regularly, like Chinese, they all eat this kind of food. They gradually develop perception and experience. Eating wild food is very common for Chinese. Or you may say, this is the history or culture. It can affect our perception. Sometimes it also affects our way of communication.
Also, social identity is well-developed membership in particular groups within one's culture. It also explains why culture is different from others. Culture is defined as a learned set of shared interpretation about beliefs, values, norms, and social practices.
I know, but what's the relationship between cultures and people's beliefs or values?
Different cultures contain people's different common beliefs and values. People learn about their culture through interaction with parents. As you, Shelley, said eating snacks can keep our body warm. It shows the value that the group of people defines eating snacks as good. From the perspective of terms of beliefs, some people, like Westerners, think that drinking pig brain soup and mouse wine is unhygienic and unhealthy. But for Chinese, the soup of pig brain can make us clever, and mouse wine is good for health, especially for pregnant.
Okay, is it possible to relieve or solve cultural conflicts?
Intercultural interaction can help us, but it is not easy to achieve because cultural differences create this similar meaning and expectation that require a greater level of communication skill. So, higher intention of two-way communication is necessary.
So, you mean communication is one of the ways to understand different cultures and different values?
Yeah, through communication, people can understand each other as well. Sharing is very important.
One more thing, social judgment and social perception can improve the conflict of cultural difference. Social judgment is concerned about how to interact with each other, and social perception can achieve the ideal interpretational relationship.
Is it possible to solve it by education?
Yes, education helps people understand the different culture and value. It also fosters people to appreciate different cultural characteristics.
In fact, respect with each other is the most important key to achieve the goal of intercultural communication. That means we should appreciate various kinds of cultures.
Can we hold food fair in shopping malls to promote their food products?
Good idea!
We are exchange students. Our objective is to recognize different countries' culture, so we should respect each other, right?
Correct!
We are still friends?
Sure!
Let's enjoy our meal. Hey, where will we travel after meal?
Hong Kong is a future-oriented cultural city. She has to pursue the Chinese traditional virtues and integrate into Western culture. Also, Hong Kong is endeavoring to eliminate cultural bias. Nowadays, Hong Kong is an international city. The status of China is gradually and steadily highest in the world. Most countries pursue their own cultural characteristics. Conflicts may be generated.
In order to relieve cultural conflicts and reach the goal of intercultural communication competence, we must proceed from heart. Motivation is the key element for the implementation of the long-term development. During the process, we should integrate with different cultures and apply in different ways. Last but not least, we hope people around the world will learn to respect and appreciate different cultures to create a harmonious world. The exchange students in the movie are enjoying the meal now. How about you?